Hello my friends, my name is Tim Johnson. When you first get through your withdrawal from either alcohol or drugs, those first few months or even up to a year or so of staying sober are very, very tough. I mean, staying sober for me was much more difficult than actually getting sober, if you know what I mean. If you get through your withdrawal, yes, that is tough, that is a battle. But when you get to the other side, you really have to recreate yourself and recreate almost a new life for yourself in order to give yourself the best chance of remaining sober, of gaining strength, of learning to live in a different way without the crutch of alcohol or drugs. To prop you up, to give you that false reality, that confidence, to hide from fear, uncomfortable emotions, whatever it was or whatever the reason was for you being within your addiction. You have to learn to live in a totally different way. So what can you do to give yourself the best chance of remaining sober and gaining strength? And in this very quick video, I just want to share one message with you. And it was a message I learnt very early on in my sobriety. And that was that not to become a product of your environment, you have to make your environment a product of you. And what I mean by that is to give yourself the best chance is you have to create the optimum environment which is within your control. And we all have different expectations in that, but just do your best to create the best environment, to give yourself the best chance to get strong and to learn to live in a new way. And that starts with what you surround yourself with in your home, and the obvious things, not to have any temptation in the home at all as regards to alcohol or drugs. You have to have, if your partner is still likes a drink, then hopefully they'll be understanding in those early months and give you the best chance of recovering. But outside of your own little home, if you like, how do you create the best environment for yourself? Well, you're going to have to make some uncomfortable decisions, and a lot of the time they revolve around old friendships or acquaintances, really, I suppose. When you use alcohol and drugs, you find you have a lot of acquaintances because you enable each other. You're enablers, basically, because you're both doing what you're doing. Everything seems okay. And when you decide to make that change in your life and to get sober, you may discover that you get a lot of resentment from the people who you call friends, but really were acquaintances and using friends, if you like, who are still within their addictions, or maybe not addictions, but maybe just heavy users or drinkers or whatever. And you're going to have to make some uncomfortable choices, because if you remain within those circles, the chances are that you'll get dragged back down again and start using again. And I've learnt this in the past, the hard way, and through talking to many people who've experienced the same thing. And it's not pleasant to get shunned by your friends or who you thought were friends, and even that they get angry with you, or appear to be angry with you because you've done something positive with your life and your health and got sober, because it reflects on them. That anger really is them resenting the fact that they cannot make that change within their lives. And if they're you have to ask yourself the question, if they're not 100% behind you and want to see you become a better person and the best person you can be, then they're not friends anyway. And really, you have to cut them out of your life. And that's, it's a difficult place to be, because when you first get sober, it's frightening and lonely. And but you've got to overcome that. You've got to get out there and make new friends, like-minded friends, people who share the same beliefs as yourself. For me, that was through going out and volunteering and helping in a homeless shelter and also food bank. And that gave me a chance to mix with like-minded people, if you like. Some of them recovering addicts. And I've made great new friends, close new friends, better friends than I've ever experienced before within this circle I'm in at the moment. And of course, I've got my friends at home who will remain my best friends for life, who've been behind me from the start and totally supported me in my sobriety journey, and they've remained friends. And they respect the fact that I don't drink and obviously don't use drugs anymore, and have been behind me and supportive from the start. So friendships, it's a difficult one, and you've got to be strong and you've got to be decisive, and you've got to give yourself the best chance possible of recreating a new life for yourself. And also, creating the right environment means steering clear of the places that, especially in early sobriety, it doesn't bother me now in going into shops where I used to buy alcohol, or going to places which reminded me of getting hold of drugs and pills. That's, but in the first 6 months, I definitely had to cut them out of my life and not visit those places. Anything that was remotely a trigger for me in those early months, I cut out of my life and gave myself the best possible chance of remaining sober and getting stronger and recreating a new life for myself. So don't forget, don't be a product of your environment. Make your environment a product of you. It takes great strength and determination and courage to do that, especially in those early months. But if you don't create the right environment to maintain your sobriety, you will slip backwards. And believe me, you obviously don't want to do that. So please subscribe, like, share the videos. There's over 320 something on this channel now. And follow my journey, if you like, from the beginning, nearly 3 years ago now. And everything I've learned and all the tips along the way, which have helped me. So live strong, live free, Carpe Diem, seize the day today. Create that perfect environment for yourself to live in and get stronger. A new life. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.